Home Reflections before. That is our in-house brand here at QVC that really specializes in home decor. And we have a gorgeous piece that looks like you just went to a farmer's market, but this is faux. So these flowers that you see, while they look like they were just fresh picked, they're not. They're gonna look this way season after season after season. It is absolutely gorgeous. Your choice here in the spring floral wreath or the spring floral garland. Oh my gosh, the wreath, there's only 150 of these that remain, and that's it. The garland, there's only 300 of those to go around. At under $50, this is an absolute incredible value. It should be $60. $16.66 is your price. And Carrie Lachlan, who is an incredible interior designer, one who you see on all of those home design shows, is here, who partners up with Home Reflections to not just bring it to us here, but also help design all of this. And that's why I think this looks as gorgeous as it does. Carrie, nice to see you.
Very good to see you, Justin. I love what you said about it's like going to the farmer's market, or it's as if you picked this yourself, but you didn't, and you didn't have to make it.
No, Carrie did the work for you.
Exactly. What I love about, one of the reasons that I love this collection so much is that it's a lot of greenery. A lot of times when we see, besides Christmas time, of course, but when we see wreaths and garlands, especially in the springtime, it's a lot about the flowers. But this one has a beautiful base of those beautiful greenery of all different selections of ferns and eucalyptus. And then you have almost a whisper or a sprinkling of the beautiful wildflowers that run through it.
You know, I think that's a perfect way of saying it. It's a little sprinkling of the wildflowers. You're really letting the greenery speak for itself in this.
Yes.
Which, this is what we're craving right now. If you are like any of us that live in an area where we have winter and we are just peeking out of winter and starting to dip into the spring, I wish that it was like a switch where all of a sudden one day it would be all green and it would look like this. It's not. Oh. It's a slow progression to it. However, if you want to give yourself a little bit of that joy that when you come home from work after a long day, you look at your front door and this is what's there, and you're getting that taste of spring, and then as everything starts to bloom, this still stays on your door and it still looks the same. If you were to go to a farmer's market, how much would you pay for a wreath or a garland like this? And how long would it last? Like, how long would you have to pay for that again in order to replace it? Instead, Carrie, can I use this year after year after year after year and it still look the same?
Year after year after year, and it's indoor and outdoor. So a lot of times we'll do indoor, outdoor, safe porch only, but this is actually fully outdoors. So I always say, like, think about your gates. I have a large, like, wooden fence that runs down my property, and then just this wooden gate that kind of sits at the front of my property. And I have actually always been looking for a wreath to put it on. This one's going out this weekend, but it's really, really great because it gives you that little pop of color. And then I always like to point this out too, Justin, is that here, I'll do a little framing. But the back of this, you can see that this is a natural grapevine. And why I like to point that out is because if you are somebody with a storm door and you like to hang that wreath on the storm door, you know, you got to remember that when that storm door, the regular door is open, you're going to see the back of it. So the fact that it's this really beautiful natural grapevine from the indoors and the outdoors, it's going to look beautiful. Or if you're putting this on a window out front, it's still going to look beautiful from the inside of your house looking out as well.
What I just did, I took it, I brought it to this white table, I used it as a centerpiece, I grabbed our Luminaire candle, I put it right in the center of this, and now, like, done. Centerpiece, spring ready, you name it. There's enough room to be able to put plates all around here, but I'll tell you what, your guests, as they're looking at this, they're gonna start pinching the leaves because they're gonna think that it's real. If you want the wreath, we have our last 120. It is flying out of here. In fact, people are picking up more than one. Why? Take a look at it. Look at how gorgeous this is. The twine that is on top of it, I absolutely love because it really ties it together and it gives it that farmhouse type of look, that farmhouse type of feel. This is something that when you put this on your front door, anybody that comes over is going to ask you which farmer's market did you go to pick it up? And you're going to have to say
absolutely
QVC. Like, not a farmer's market.
The QVC farmer's market.
Exactly. Yes.
You know, Talking about that twine, Justin, that's to me also what gives it a really modern look. Like you're taking something that is a little bit traditional. It has that feeling of homemade, but that twine at the top, the way that we've gathered it, that's what gives it kind of that a little bit of a modern touch to it. It feels like today as opposed to being yesteryear.
Can I also point out too, one of the things that I love about Home Reflections, the detail. Like I'm just gonna randomly pick a leaf. Let's go with this one. I don't know if we can see it. Let's see. We'll go this one right here. Look at all
eucalyptus.
Like the veins on the inside of it. It's not just a little piece of faux whatever material this is that gets cut into the shape of a leaf. We go the extra mile of being able to give you detail, even in like the one right here. That's plastic. It's all stamped right into there. It has such a realistic look. This wreath is going like crazy here. This was made new just about a month ago. And in that time, we have sold so many of them that now we are getting down to our final quantities, just about 100 or so to go around in the wreath. There's a little bit more to go around in the garland, but when I say a little bit, I literally mean a little bit, not like 1,000. We started with 300 of them and that was it. Let's talk about the garland though for a second. Where would I use this?
So for the garland for me, this is a 6-foot garland. So if you want to put this up on your mantelpiece, if you like to maybe decorate your house for springtime and you want to bring in a little bit of softness, this is great for it. I love this down the center of a dining room table. Think of this as a runner. You're placing your flameless candles on either side. Maybe you have a wedding or a shower or a baby shower coming up. You know, a lot of people will do like a wildflower crown for their shower. So think of this as decor, but see how you have it placed right there on the mantle?
How easy was that?
It softens it up. So everything's hard on hard. When you add that, you're softening it.
Oh, I totally see. Ready? I'm going to pull it away. You ready to see the difference? There it is with it, and here we go without. And you're absolutely right. It becomes that, there we are. It becomes that like tighter, harder edge to it. When you add this in, you get that soft. You get to be able to have that pop of color. The garland is 6 feet. Whether you want the garland or if you want the wreath, $49.98. It should be $59. However, today we have it on sale. You've got almost $10 of savings here. And if you want the wreath, that is our most popular option, and definitely don't wait here because we started with 150 and we are losing them like crazy down to just about 100, and that is it.